Hey guys, I wanted us to do one quick inequality before we do our quiz. So, because remember there's several ways they can ask for answers. So write this down. N over negative 7 plus 18 is greater than or equal to 20. Okay? So, I think most of us are good with the first step, right? So, our first step, we have plus 18, so we will do minus 18, right? And again, I'm just doing this on a blank page in my journal, okay? So when we do that, remember this goes away, okay? So over on the left, I have n over negative 7 greater than or equal to, what is 20 minus 18? I get 2, okay? Now, I need to still get n by itself. It's not by itself because I see a divide by negative 7. How do you get rid of a divide? You multiply, right? Multiply the other side by the same number. Now, notice what I multiplied by. I multiplied by a negative because that's what's down here. Because negative, negative, when I divide those, it becomes a positive, right? Because that's a triangle. So we're good. If we know to use the same number, then we can cross out. Now, I want you to think a second. We multiplied both sides by negative 7. What does that mean when I multiply by negative 7? Hopefully you know that means I'm going to flip this symbol. Okay? Hopefully you're going to need to use that. Okay? So 2 times negative 7 is negative 14. Why is it negative? Because of the triangle. Positive times negative is negative. Okay? So this might be your answer, or it might ask you to graph it, right? So if I graph it, most of you are good here. You know to put negative 14, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, okay? Now, think out if I'm going this way or this way. So just as a reminder, if you need it, I like to do my little baby number line here. If this is 0, then this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, right? It gets more negative moving to the left. More negative. So that means this would be negative 15, negative 16, negative 17, right? And over this way, it's getting closer and closer to 0, right? So I want to make sure you know when it's a negative, it reverses those numbers, okay? But if you make a little baby number line here, and again, this goes along with, guys, taking your time, okay, to make sure you get it right. Now, next thing, what kind of dot should I use? Well, because of the equal sign, that means we fill it in. It's shaded. If you forget what it's called, but it's closed, okay, which means it can equal negative 14. And notice which way it's pointing now. It's pointing to the left, so I shade left. Okay, not a very beautiful arrow, but hopefully you get the gist. Okay. And now I can tell that my answer is anything that is negative 14 or less. And when I say less, I mean more negative. So none of the answers over here are shaded, so none of these answers can be correct. Okay, so let's look here. Negative 50. Well, that would be way down here, so that's definitely in the shaded area. Negative 15. That's definitely in the shaded area. Negative 14 is what's that supposed to be? That's in the shaded area because we shaded the dot. And then 14. Well, 14 is positive, so that's over here, so that's not shaded, okay? So guys, they can ask you any kind of combination of question like this, okay? So make sure you are being super duper careful, okay?